I thank God for the opportunity to teach United Nations Organization today. It's such a privilege. Please pardon any error that might arise during the course of teaching because I'm just a student, I'm not a teacher. So just pardon any error that might arise. Today we are talking about the United Nations. Okay. Today we are talking about the United Nations Organization. Okay. The United Nations Organization was the organization created in order to keep the world peace and security and to prevent Third World War from happening. It was created in October 24, 1945. Well, prior to the birth of United Nations Organization, there was an organization that was created after the First World War. The name of the organization is League of Nations. The League of Nations lasted between the period of 1919 just to 1939 before the Second World War broke out. So after the Second World War broke out, there is need for a strong, formidable organization that will stand the test of time. So this gave birth to the rise of United Nations Organization. The organization has some objective, and these are the objective: to promote world peace, and any form of military action should be reserved when there is no other alternative means of keeping peace; to promote better economy and good standard of living in all its member states. Well, the UN has some organs that will affect the purpose of its establishment. The six principal organs are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the International Court of Justice, the Trusteeship Council. So let's talk about the General Assembly. The General Assembly is the general platform in which all its member states participate in the affairs of the United Nations Organization. Um, at the General Assembly, they discuss everything, including health, economy. The only thing that they don't talk about is the peace and security, which is the function of the Security Council. What are the main functions of this General Assembly? They deliberate and enforce policy that will affect the organization. They have the elective power. They vote in they have the power. Okay. um Pardon me, this is my first time doing it, just pardon me. Okay, continue. They have the elective power. They have the voting power in the sense that they vote in the members of the Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council has 54 members, and they are the one the General Assembly is the one who is going to vote in all the 54 members. The Security Council make recommendation of the Secretary General to the General Assembly. It is the General Assembly that is going to approve the recommendation of the Security Council. And moreover, the 15 judges that is in the International Court of Justice, they are the one who is going to they the General Assembly, in conjunction with the Security Council, are going to vote in the 15 judges of the International Court of Justice. So they have the voting power, and they have the power of the purse. They are the one who approve the budget for the organization. Then we are going to talk about the Security Council. The Security Council has 15 member, um Out of dis 15 member, we have the big five and we have the small 10. The big five are the founding father of United Nations. What are the which country are in the big five? The United States of America, USSR, Russia, um the America, USA, USSR, okay, United Kingdom. Otherwise, you also know it as Britain, um, China, then France. These are the members in the big five. This big five has something we call veto power. Whatever this big five stand on, even if other member of the organization are against it, is going to happen. And whatever this big five stand against, even if all the members of the organization want it done, it's not going to get done, because dis big five has the veto power. Whatever they decide on is what is going to happen. But the law is just that none of them must disagree. There must be five. The five, or the big five, must all agree on a policy, or they must all reject the policy. Den the small 10 are share on continental basis. What do I mean by continental basis? They share this. We have the Europe, we have the America, we have the Africa, we have the Asia. So they share it based on continent. They share it on continental basis. So the East Europe has one member, the the West Europe has two member, Africa has two member, Asia has two member, America has two member, and the Arab world, though the Arab is not a continent, but the Arab world has one member. So how do I know this? I just use a formula. I call it east west. Oh, sorry, I call it west east A4. What did I mean by west east A4? West Europe, East Europe, A1 Africa, A2 America, A3 Asia, A4 Arab. So West Europe, the West Europe has two member, the East Europe has one member, Africa has two member, Asia has two member, America has two member, and the Arab has one member. This is how we get all the 15 member of the Security Council. Despite the fact that the General Assembly is the main organ of United Nations, only the Security Council of the United Nations organization can talk on issues related to world peace and security. So let's talk about the function of the Security Council. So the function of the Security Council are: they recommend the Secretary General to the General Assembly for approval. Number one, in a war devastated countries, they send soldiers there for peacekeeping operation, and they in conjunction with the General Assembly voting the 15 members of the International Court of Justice. And the 10 permanent member of the Security Council are voted in by the General Assembly. Then let's go to the third organization on the list, the Economic and Social Council, the ECOSOCs, ECOSOC, the Economic and Social Council. They are in charge of the economic and the social activities of the organization. In fact, to this extent, they are the one in charge of agencies that the organization is using to achieve its purpose. What are the agencies? We have there are some agencies that are for children, for health, for trade, for development. For instance, now World Health Organization, ILO, International Labour Organization, FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization, different organization. They are the one who the ECOSOC, the Economic and Social Council, coordinate. Is like the principal organ. It coordinate the affairs of these agencies, and it gives report back to the General Assembly. So that is the function of the Economic and Social Council. They coordinate and control the affairs of the specialized agency. And this is leading us to number 4, the specialized agency. When we talk about the specialized agency, their function is to perform a specific they are there to perform a specific function. Like the General Assembly now is going to talk on everything that is related to world peace. Like the Security Council is going to talk on world peace and security. Is going to make a recommendation. But this specialized agency has specific function. Like the World Health Organization is only interested and is only entitled to do anything that is related to human health, and anything that is going to affect human health, they are going to talk on it. And that is the basic function. That is why we call them specialized agency. Their energy is concentrated. So we have the World Health Organization for health, we have the International Labour Organization for workers, we have the UNCTAD, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, we have the IBRD, International Bank of Infrastructure and Development, and so on. We have the specialized agency. You can also Google it as well. Then we have the International Court of Justice. That should be number 5. The International Court of Justice, they are the one who they perform the judicial role for the organization. The International Court of Justice (ICJ) consists of 15 members. These 15 members are from different member states. They must be of good character, and these 15 judges are to use the post for a period of 9 years. They are to use the post for a period of 9 years. And whatever decision they make, for instance now, Nigeria had a war with Cameroon sometimes ago, and over Bakassi Peninsula, the oil well. So Nigeria and Cameroon agreed to take their case to the ICJ for judgment, and the ICJ judged in favour of Cameroon, and Nigeria give the place to Cameroon just like that. Had it that Nigeria did not want to agree to the decision of the International Court of Justice, there is nothing going to happen. They didn't have the force or the power to they can judge, and they can command the parties that you must do this, you must do that, but they don't have the power, as in they don't have anything like sanction that they can use to sanction any member. Assuming they judge you now to do this and you didn't do it, they didn't have the power to judge. So it's more like they are advising, but they are not actually advising. It's just that they didn't have the power. Then we are going to talk about the Trustship Council. Though the Trustship Council is no longer in existence, but there's still somehow believe that it's part of the United Nations organization. After the Second World War finish, there are some colonies that are under Germany. Germany and its allies. When I mean Germany allies, those countries that supported Germany during the Second World War. So after they've defeated Germany, so the colonies under Germany need to be well guided for independence. So these colonies were taken back to the Trustship Council. What does this Trustship Council do? This Trustship Council just lead them. It was just like, how would I put it very well? Just like a baby, this Trustship Council guide those colonies. They guide them in politics, in economy, for independence of their own. Presently now, there's the Trustship Council is no longer functioning. So this is the bit I know about the United Nations organization. Pardon my error. And lest I forget, the 10 permanent member in the Security Council are are elected for a period of 2 years by the General Assembly, and after they've used their 2 years, they can seek for another election. They have to wait till another government take over, then they can come again. Like, I think I make another error there. Let me explain better. Um, the 10 permanent member of the Security Council are voted in by the General Assembly, and they are meant to take the position for a period of 2 years. After they've used the period of 2 years, they can't seek for their own election. They have to wait for um another government to take over. Thank you for listening. Though it may be filled with error, I know, I understand. Both grammatical, teaching error, I know I can't even count my mistakes, but I think I'm a student and this is the best I can do. Thank you.